The major indices make another weekly advance.
Emotion has no place in your investments, so how do you know what news actually matters? Hi, I'm Eric, and in the next few minutes, we're going to forget the headlines and focus on the facts. Here's what really happened last week.
Last week, the Dow Jones Industrials Average, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ Composite all gained more than 1.3%, thanks in part to some excellent economic news that we'll look at here in a minute. The S&P 500 rose 7.87% during just the month of January. Oil ended the week at $55.31 on the NYMEX, and gold at $13.22.60 on the COMEX. Payrolls swelled with 304,000 net new jobs last month, according to the Department of Labor's February employment report. A Bloomberg survey of economists had projected a gain of just 165,000. The number of Americans temporarily laid off or working part-time for economic reasons increased greatly in January as a consequence of the partial federal government shutdown. That left the unemployment rate at 4% and the underemployment rate at 8.1%, both higher. Average hourly wages were up 3.2% year over year. Additionally, the factory sector expanded at a faster pace last month. The Institute for Supply Management's Purchasing Manager Index improved 2.5 points to a mark of 56.6. The Federal Reserve made no interest rate move last week, but at its January 30th press conference, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell had an interesting comment for the media. He said, "We believe we can best support the economy by being patient before making any future adjustment to policy." To investors large and small, that remark sounded like a declaration from the central bank that they were ready to exercise extra caution in considering future rate increases. Powell noted the recent emergence of some cross currents and conflicting signals about the economic outlook as a factor. The latest readings on the country's two most watched consumer confidence indices look good, but one just took a major fall. The Conference Board's monthly index went from a December mark of 126.6 to just 120.2 here in January. In its final January edition, the University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Gauge displayed a 91.2 reading, up just half of a point from its preliminary version. All right, looking ahead at this week, it's a very, very busy week as earnings seasons continue throughout the week. Additionally, tomorrow on Tuesday, ISM's January non-manufacturing PMI is released. And then Wednesday evening, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell takes questions at a Washington, D.C. town hall meeting. Other than the earnings seasons, that's all that we have to watch. Have a wonderful week.
Hey, this is Eric again. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. If you'd prefer to read the transcript each week, you can subscribe to that at www.erichagan.pro. Also, if you'd like to get financially organized, head on over to nocostfinancialdashboard.com and take control of your financial future. Lastly, if you want to find out if you're invested right, visit getinvestedright.com right now. Thank you again for your time today. I'll look for you next week.